everybody. Ed and Rosa.
Right here.
Ed and Rosa. Okay. Jim and Ryan. Jim and Ryan here? Not yet. Huh. Mark and Chris.
Yep.
Mark and Chris. Fred?
Yep.
Jeff? Jeff, you're Jeff?
No,
You're
he's
Jeff.
back.
Okay. And Andy? And is your dad here?
And his father would like to
Okay.
go, if
Okay.
possible.
But I don't know why. Yeah. But Ryan and Jim are not here. Okay.
Well, there were a couple of...
We're here for the listening tour.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't get you on here then. I'm sorry. I thought I had extra people. Can you come back at 11:55?
Well, we were planning on, I mean, we just rolled
Just wait.
in.
Okay, but I can't let you wait a day. This is our last work. And as you all know, we're canceled. That's why you're probably scrambling to get on today. My name is Barb. I'm the poobah. Probably talked to most of you on the phone or by email. And we have 3 tours. I had to add another tour today.
Oh, boy.
The brainstorm. Oh, God, this is going to be eating lunch and people are going to be coming through. But I added another new tour because it was just such a demand. And a lot of you came from out of state. Now, who came from where?
Michigan.
Michigan. You guys came from Michigan?
Wichita.
Wichita. You're the one from Andy from Wichita. And his dad. Okay. And you guys are from where?
St. Paul.
St. Paul.
Minneapolis.
Okay. And
Wauseka.
Jeff, Wauseka. So not too far. So yeah, and every tour we have people from out of state, and I think Baltimore is the farthest. Someone got a plane ticket from Baltimore to come here. So
For today?
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And other people were thinking about it. They just to Minneapolis, it's really high prices when you're not doing it in advance, and so someone emailed us that it was $1,000 to come on short notice. So they said, no, I don't think so. I'm going to do that. So understandable. So are you guys all long-term fans or sci-fi fans?
Well,
probably
Long
3 or 4 years.
Okay.
Danger Death Ray was our first one.
Okay.
So.
Okay. Anybody from way back? KTMA or the TV1?
I have
Comedy
episodes.
Central?
It wasn't
Okay.
6.
Okay. Good. What is your favorite older show? I'd like to ask them
Oh,
the Comedy Central years.
there's so many good ones.
It's hard to say.
I like Danger Death Ray.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorites.
Mitchell.
Mitchell's a classic.
Mitchell.
I saw that in the theater originally. Yeah, I was very impressed with it.
I rented it a couple of years.
Yeah, that's a good one. And Joe Don Baker makes a return for season 10.
Yeah,
yes.
Final Justice is the movie. And it's another great one. He's got a lot of good stuff in that one. Our catchphrase is "Go head home," because that's what he says in this one. And he's got this big cowboy hat on, and
Oh, great.
it's just a riot. So
Yeah.
don't miss that one. I think it's 10:08 or something. So our new season starts April 11th. That's a Sunday night. So what they're going to do is show a new one Sunday night and repeat it on Saturday, so that there will be 2 different shows every weekend, which is kind of nice for that time slot, you know, that horrible time slot. At least we got 2 shows every weekend coming up. So, and Joel and Frank make their appearance that day. So should be a fun premiere. Okay, if you have any cameras, you can feel free to use them. We will be going through the studio and the prop room, and we have a couple of Jim and Ryan. Hi.
Hi.
Jim and Ryan, right?
Yep.
And you guys came from where again?
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee, okay. She says, you need some she says on her. Always have a couple of them.
Sure.
Okay, welcome. We're just trying to go over what we're going to do on the tour. We're going to get into the studio, the prop area. We aren't going into a couple of the little areas because we have such a big group, because we have a lot of little key areas. But I brought some of the props out here, which is basically prop areas. I brought some of them out here so you can see some more things on our basic tour. And at the end, Brad, our technical advisor or technical guy, will tell you a little bit of how we filmed the show. So we'll get into that this week. If you have any questions, please ask. I'm not an expert. I have had experts on my tour that put me to shame. They know every second, everything.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions, please ask. I'll try to answer, or we'll find out the answer. If you see any of the cast members, they know that we have tours all day. They kind of like to hide. But, you know, if you see them by chance, we do not provide autographs and photos and all that. kids that say hi, that's fine, you know, but, you know, we try not to bug them too much. They are writing our last show today, so.
Are you gonna tell us what the title is?
No. I think we'll announce it next week, but, Kevin actually blurted it out in some kind of a chat, so it's kind of out there hiding, but. And we have merchandise for sale if you want anything. We have some stuff here, not everything, so let me know at the end of the tour if you want anything, and we can try to help you. But most of our stuff is shipped to another place, so. Okay, let's head on. Go get home. One way or the other. Okay. We have a lot of movie props around. Have a question about that, let me know. Here's a three-headed lizard from the movie, from Dr. Forrester's lab. This was from season 7. Anyone remember season 7?
Oh, yeah.
Short little season.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Trace was looking for this for the movie and he couldn't find it in time, so we used it for season 7. And it's an old. It's really heavy. We can't. When we leave here, we can't move it because it's too. It's just gonna stay here for the next people coming. Anyway, we've had so much fan mail the last 4 weeks since we announced our demise, and we've tried to post a lot of it up. We have had the most horrible letters coming in. Not horrible as mean, but I mean they're pouring their life stories up to us. How we got them through cancer and how we got them through, you know. And I was in tears with it. I mean, and they're how we got married, how we met at the con, you know. And so they're pouring these stories out to us, and it's been just unbelievable how we've, you know, gotten them through stuff and how they've enjoyed our show for 10 years. And so it's been a lot of fun. We're posting them and we're circulating emails and stuff. They are reading them, and it's been kind of fun to read all those. Hi, Paul.
All right.
This is our first tour, Paul.
Oh, boy.
Our last.
Yes. We have some props around, and you can, please don't touch them if you see them, but they are, most of them are very delicate. We might be having a prop auction online coming up in May, so we will be putting information out, so you do have a chance at some of these. We'll probably be putting 100 to 200 props on now. This is our Peabody Award, and this is from 1993, and it's an industry award. We've been nominated for a lot, but only one award. Don't win it. This is a prop from Hobgoblin. This is the Hobgoblin. We do these in-house, and we just take photos and blow them up with a laser computer and a laser printer, and gator board them. So we can do a lot of stuff in-house. And of course, our budget is almost nil. We just make things ourselves. We don't do computer animation or anything like that. Some people accuse us of that, but no, everything is just cheesy. So the color pictures you see are from our seasons at Sci-Fi Channel, and the old black and white ones you'll see later. Well, I'm not sure you'll see them. They're kind of in places, but anyway, they're from our old shows, and kind of fuzzy. Okay, let's move on. Take a peek.
See the license plate?
My office, but there's some movie props. Come on. Go ahead, that's the office.
Are you going to take pictures?
These are some movie props. The Hubble is up there that they ran into at the SOL. Little teeny thing, actually. People think it's a big thing. And this is the steering mechanism for the SOL in the movie. And of course, it's the pontoon steering wheel. You Wisconsinites should know that. And
We were like in between two video cameras, honestly.
we have, this is when Crow breached the hull, this is what fell into the hole to stop the hole when Tom Servo was pulled out. I don't know, I think it's a furnace cap or something. And the up-down sign is over there, and I think that was pulled out of the movie. I don't think that made it into the final cut. And Servo's bedroom signs on the door were from the movie. And the Manos Hands of Fate, when Mike, we'll see the manipulator arms later when he was trying to free the Hubble, but please don't videotape my desk. That's pretty confidential stuff. Okay, the Manos Hands of Fate sign was when he pulled out the manipulator arms, and that little joke in the movie that a lot of people, including me, didn't get the first time. Okay, let's move on.
Yeah, it looks like this stuff's all fuzzy, but if it's wide angle's okay.
Here, go on. I'm gonna get a picture of this.
Okay. As you can see, we have two sets, and this has been the same since 1989. Basically, we have a satellite and we have a world, whatever we do down here. And for many years, it's MST3K. And the two-story set that we pulled in and pulled out every single show. And it was quite an operation to store it and to get rid of it. And then in season 8, they went to a variety of worlds, observer world and camping world and Roman world and so on. And now they have the castle. So we've had this and it will continue through season 10. Through season 10. So we've added some little mad scientist things to the castle this year. You'll see the knight and the skeleton here. But we're going to get you up on the satellite, about half of you at a time, because it is kind of creepy and delicate up there, like everything. Tom is up there to have pictures taken. I did try to get one lot for you.
Right.
Just remember, don't fall through the holes. There are puppeteering holes there. And try not to touch anything, but those big balls are for lighting, and they're really delicate, so try not to touch them or touch anything else up there. I'll tell you a little bit about the satellite. It was built in 1989. And we saw our scrapbook case. We saw part of the building process, and they just built it themselves basically. And I heard it was built for like $180. Don't start with nothing. It used to be a wash, kind of gray wash color in the central mirror. And when we went to sci-fi, they wanted more spaceship look and more creepy look. We brought back Jeff Weaver, and he was the one who gave a new look to the copper and the blue. And added a bow into the so on like that. So looks a little different for season 8. Some people have complained it looks too dark. Some people don't like the new lighting, but I think it is. Our fans do not like change. Can you understand?
Yeah.
We do not like change. We just have letters coming in every time we do anything different. So I'll have half of you go up. The rest of you can take pictures of the castle. Please, again, don't touch anything. Okay? We'll get to the spaghetti ball for pictures later, so you can just stay in there. Okay, half of you come on up.
Just push them to your hands ready. And I got there. Make sure then I'll do it for you.
Well, there's this, looks like a star field. Well, this viewfinder looks all fuzzy.
You can come up here if you want. You want to come up here and take a photo? We only have 4 people.
I have an interesting question. When did you guys, I remember seeing like the first few season 1, you know how Joe would just go and slam the desk. When did you feel about it?
I think that was season 2.
Oh, really?
This is in the model kit, if anybody's seen the model kit coming out. This thing is reproduced, even this little thing, is exactly the same. We took pictures and detailed drawings, everything. It's really kind of fun.
Are those the paint covers for the spray paint that you use in the box?
Yep.
Andy, you want to get behind there and I'll get a video of you?
It lights up, you know, issues.
Oh, if you do the same thing.
We'll see Crow later. Really? It's just hard to bring him off. He's kind of tips over.
Stay handy.
The stairway down simulates a basement to the SOL. Mike's used it a couple times.
Do you have those doors that open and close still?
That's the door, yeah. The interns open and close the doors manually.
So how often do they do that for every series?
Right. Yep. Sometimes they bounce open and we have to do it again. See, there's a green screen back there, and that's how we do the doorway sequence. We can use a chroma key in the edit suite and just replace the green with the door sequence. So it's pretty basic TV. We also have a little, setup there. The visitors to the SOL can appear in the hex field or in that little screen, and they just walk up there on the stairway.
Up there?
No, can't go up there, sorry. But the hex field just opens. We have a little set. They like to appear, and it's been kind of fun to have visitors. And the box has their own little monitors so they can see what's going on top side. Puppeteers that I was not.
You could
Peter Leonard, can you come to Jim Allen's office, please? Peter Leonard with the 1 million.
Could someone
Want
grab
me to
it?
take pictures?
Yeah, me.
Just all touch it up?
Yeah, she just has to press the button.
This thing's set on right.
What? Yeah, let's keep it. Take a picture of me in front of the stars.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Any more questions about the SOL? I wish I could light it up for you. It's really fun.
Look, they have the
It'll get hot.
Land Before Time stuff.
Gumby and yeah.
Well, it wouldn't be today, but it was back then. Yeah. We don't know what we're going to do with it yet. We need to trash it, but it's kind of hard. It's kind of go through the cell sections of it.
Is there any possibility right now you think that you're going to get rid of that machine?
No, I don't think so. They're still left in it. I don't think, the station really way in advance, and the programming is in advance, so, yeah, they could say that, but they just couldn't be ready for it, and meanwhile, we can't say that, so.
Yeah.
And we can't store any stuff, so.
And-
Oh, cool.
I bet you get out for the new Star Wars movie too.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That's
What they charge
basic
$500
Whether we'll get in or not is another.
$500 for the opening for the
It's not worth that
showing?
much to me.
I can't do it.
Not the
I
premiere,
can't.
the sneak preview.
No, we'll miss that one.
Yeah.
I think we're going to waste 2 weeks. There's no sense in going for
Why?
Yeah, I just downloaded the trailer yesterday.
It's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I saw it at our school, the second one. I'm gonna go see it. Hopefully.
Well, there's two things in life: Mystery Science Theater and Star Wars.
any chance they're going to put out so much music on the computer set.
No. I don't think so.
I know rates this year.
Surprisingly did a season 1, actually.
Really?
It's probably going to out now. But,
You come back this way
I
and
don't think Jim wants to.
in the shop.
I think that'd be great if you
A
could
lot of
push
people
it.
ask me that, yeah, I've got a lot of questions about that.
Once you get back, I'll get another picture of you right there.
All right.
You want to go back there and I'll record? I'll record.
Okay. No rush. Go. Only takes long. You could have
Be another one.
a long
in there too.
Okay.
All right.
I'll get one of your old dad back there. I'll do some money.
Yeah. Looking forward to it. That's really good money.
Did you like that?
That's just
Can't hear you.
Did I hear eBay?
Pardon me?
Did I hear the word eBay?
Yeah, that's an option.
Yeah, we've just gotten onto that.
I love it.
Oh, yeah.
That's great.
You buy or sell, or
I buy.
what do you buy?
Dollars. Anything. And a few other employees.
We do autographs.
I mean, you can just put in the search.
Today, you take down Castle Forest Treasury, you also do
No,
the,
no, it's too intricate and delicate to take down.
Did you get a white shop set up here?
I will in a second.
Okay, a couple more words about this task force. We did, Patrick, our treasurer, well, was just being made it with the help of the party of 2D copies of help also. The castle floor, we always take different floor with all these floors, but Patrick looked at different castle floors and he decided that he would copy the floor from Dracula in 1931. So, watched the movie very carefully and tried to simulate the floor. We have a lot of lighting in the fireplace like that. It's really cool when they have it all lit up. And, but we don't take it down to stay up. It's too much of an effort to take it down. The portrait also did by Patrick is green screen, so we can, therefore Leonard Maltin and Pearl appeared in Orville, so we can select it's wired in the back and we can green screen it and have someone appear. It's cool, kind of fun. When we do the movie, actually we're on a 4-day shoot schedule. We do a rehearsal day for both roles and both SOL in the world, and then we do an SOL shoot and a world shoot, and then we do the movie shoot, which is most of our show and takes the least amount of time to shoot actually, but not to prepare for. So we went to a different system when we left the castle up, and this white curtain up here is what drops down and is tightened in back with. And then here's the moving seats over here, just a styrofoam cutout that we put on 2 little bases, and they sit in low chairs and have a script, and one of the monitors that's sitting on the SOL bridge up there comes down on the floor and they can see the time code on that monitor. And Brad just puts the camera back here and shoots it. It's really easy. And then the computer replaces the white screen with the green. It's called the luminance case. And if you saw the early shows, they had kind of a greenish silhouette. If you ever saw the early shows, they've improved that a little bit through the years. So now it's a luminance case, and the computer would replace the white. So very simple technique if you're in TV stuff.
Is it really simple stuff like that?
I don't know. You can ask Brad that.
Get a place up
Some people have asked about that, but ask Brad.
Forester Fire.
See what else there is. The movie, the MST the movie, we shot in about a month, and the movie part of it, the theater part of it, took about 3 days only, and that was at Prince's studio, which is a few miles from here. I think it's closed to the public now, but we used that for the movie part of it, so it went very quickly. And the live action took the rest of the month in St. Paul. Live action is always a lot more tricky to shoot, so our show is mostly very easy to shoot, and because of that, it's cheap. It's a pretty cheap show. So, we did sell it. So really nice. The star wall you've seen in our promotions and our miniature, everything miniature work we do against the star wall. So it's just a black wall with tape and beads. Put every one of those tapes on. Who's up there putting those on? So we had fun doing that. Any other questions on the whole thing in here? People are kind of surprised that we only have one little studio.
Did you say that when you did the movie that you used these same props?
No, we had a new satellite. We shot it in St. Paul,
Okay.
and we built a whole new satellite. It was about 3 times as big to accommodate all the people all the special effects they did. Yeah, when we shoot, we actually have more people here. We have a cameraman and a lighting person, sound person, a makeup person, and a couple of interns. We have about 5 or 6 other people here when we shoot. They're just contracted for those days. So normally we have about 12 people here. 12 and a half for the exact. 12 and a half people. So pretty low numbers for people.
Are people looking for other jobs in the
I think
industry
they're
now?
all looking, yeah. They're all trying to get into something that's
Yeah.
this wasn't unexpected, but it's still kind of.
Is there a chance for another movie, do you think, on the line?
They didn't enjoy the movie for one thing.
Yeah.
Is there a chance anybody else will pick you up? If, you know,
Not
maybe
right
at a
now.
later date or?
We have no idea what it is.
So the Cindy's where it's going and you're done doing the stuff that doesn't work out anymore. You know what I'm saying? If someone wanted to do a show like this, like a few years from now,
Yeah.
what would?
Well, they could probably reunite. It depends on where people are. They could do a special pretty quickly and just have a small set, maybe bring things back. I mean, they'll keep the box for sure. But as far as the whole show, the whole crew is hard after that amount of time.
I mean, if someone else wanted to, like, if some other company or person wanted to try to get a show like this.
Oh, I see. Then,
Yeah.
Well, we have it
Like with
copyrighted. I
rights and
don't think you
stuff
could do that unless Best Friends would give you copyright. But we don't have a copyright on the concept of ripping back a movie. We have copyright on our characters and our silhouette. You know, our exact characters and silhouette. So people get confused that, well, someone's ripping a movie and you better sue them. You know, no, you know, that's not what we have a copyright on. So anyway, okay, let's move on to the prop room. I will tell you the prop room is a kind of a workroom too. It has tools and power tools, sharp things in little areas. Please try not to knock anything down, and please don't touch the box. Things are really delicate. I touch things and they fall over. Things are really
I'm
not
gonna take a picture of
very
the
well.
seats
They're just
and
props and they're not real solid. So be very careful in there, and don't go down the long hallways. Please just stay in the main area. Okay, let's go into the prop room. Why don't you stay right here for a while and I'll let you know later with. Okay, this is our main prop room, and we paint. Patrick and
Oh,
Dave
you're Clinton?
mainly work
Oh,
back
no.
here, and we paint and build things and tear things up and whatever we do. So we haven't really thrown any props away. Sometimes they have to tear down a prop to build another prop. So unfortunately, some of the treasure things have been ripped apart, but most of the stuff is still here somewhere. I don't think they know everything that's back there. Anyway, you can probably recognize some props from Sci-Fi Era and some props from Comedy Central, like the big pin cushion Frank was unfortunately in way back. And there's a Mothra mask, Mothra the giant moth right there. And there's just all kinds of stuff wherever you look. So I just ask that you don't go back into those areas back there. That's the paint area, that tunnel back there, so don't go there. But you can wander around. Each bot has its own little area back here. Crow is in the corner, and it's very tight back there, so be very careful. Circle's in the middle, and Gypsy's on the end. And you're free to take pictures. Just be very careful, okay? Okay. Ask questions if you want to. Be careful of the power tools and the edges, tools, etc., screws, and things on the floor.
This one or? Yeah, that's a Hey, Mark, what's up?
Doing that.
Oh, yeah.
No.
No.
It's fine unless she says that.
And as far as
Technically, it's just a great Excel. Water on it, they kind of thing. You kind of turn it over to you. Start with this and go into one. And it can happen to you. But selling the bonds, okay, papers and tools. Accommodation, only retirement, or radio focus. And that's technically legal, but don't pay them a profit because that means tax.
Unless my question is, gosh, somebody's selling season
I mean, we could crack down on it and screw them. It's not legal. Let's say that. It happens industry-wide. You know, it's very hard to go after these people. It's on eBay and stuff, and they shut them off.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah, we have. Oh, we go after them all the time. Yeah, it's just, you know, we can't go checking every website on the
Yeah.
internet. It's impossible.
So can you find like prefab parts to make these guys?
No, we have trouble finding the parts. We have a crow sitting over there that's waiting for stuff. This is the hard one, the lacrosse helmet. We don't mold anything except the soap dish, and we have to buy the Tupperware and the bowling pins and the lacrosse mask, and they're very, very difficult.
We've seen the floor-layers on eBay
Yeah,
before.
floor layers are pretty common. I've even found one in a estate sale, but boy, the rest, the bowling pin and the lacrosse mask and the soap dish are almost impossible. Very difficult. We have alerts out at every sporting goods store. Almost, be careful. You know, if they find one, we can get one, and they
We have bowling
call us.
pins available.
They have the right kind. We have a lot of them that are not.
What brand are you looking for?
It's the Empire, and there's a certain kind of Empire bowling pin that they need to have.
Now, is that a plastic one?
Yes. Yeah.
So Empire brand.
Yeah, but there's a certain kind of, I think the E is on the end or something. There's one that doesn't work because there's a dimple in it, and there's the E. And there's one that works, and this is the only one that works. You have to cut it in half. But they're very fussy about it because the other one doesn't work. You know, when Joel built these, he didn't realize that you have to get parts for 10 years.
Yeah.
How often does Joel check back in?
He's tied to it legally and financially, but otherwise he doesn't participate in the creative decisions at all.
Does he ever just like follow up and say what's going on? Or does he just
He appeared in 1001 and he
Yeah.
came back and you know, I think he talks to the writer. Not really. Still his most famous thing, but probably retired.
So what about the, has anyone made any duplicates of the KTMA bus? I was
Not
thinking
that I
maybe
know of.
doing one.
No, not that I know of.
Are those
I
parts
suppose
like?
they have. There's probably, you know, probably is. Probably won't make any lose. Part of the original Deep 13 walls up there, the foam was really hard and it kept crumbling, so they made a new one, I think in 90s. And that's when we cut it in full.
That's perfect. So,
Part of the giant railroad that they continued to use. When you didn't have the dome on it?
There was somewhere it was just a cylindrical thing.
Oh, the cartoon.
yeah.
You know, they're about pretty fun because they can find the heads and then
Is that the original Satellite of Love model up there that you?
it's one of them. They made a lot for the movie and made some for the show. So there's different sizes of one of them. Here's a toaster strudel puppet.
Oh, for,
Double
double
down.
down.
The lady with the big butt. See her butt hanging out?
Yeah.
Look, it's one of my favorite episodes.
What are your favorite type of movies for the whole cast? I mean, do they like doing the science fiction, or I mean, do they have a favorite type?
I think they like a variety. That's, you know, they get too bogged down in the monster movies and they want to change. And I think the Jodan Baker one was real fun for them because they can get into something totally.
Here's a question about scoring. Is it true that it's going to be like really heavily edited for content because of all the gross scenes there?
Gosh, I think so, but it was gross enough.
Like there's supposed to be
Sweet
one
when they
scene
did
where
it.
worms are crawling all over this person's face or
I
something.
don't think that was in it.
No.
I didn't see every second of it, but I don't think it was in it. Yeah, I'm sure it
Hence
got
the short.
Pardon me?
Hence the short thing, but.
Yeah, it could have been recently kind of that edited.
Was that before when they announced it originally, it just said movie, no short, I don't remember.
They just didn't tell me, I told them it's the short right away.
Oh.
Maybe I forgot. So anyway, what was the short?
That's,
Spring fever.
Spring season.
About spring.
Okay.
About spring. No.
Not sci-fi.
Well, it's kind of, well, it's not sci-fi, but it's got animation in it. It's really funny. It's really fun.
Screaming Lee.
Probably the last short.
Where?
The black and red and white. Yellow.
I think we have another short tape coming out later this year too. So more of them will come out.
Short steak.
Yeah.
2 and 3, right?
Yeah, I think there's 2 more tapes eventually that are going to come out. Hopefully we'll get all the short and the on it. Did you see the list of announced possibilities from Marina? I mean, you weren't going to say this, but I guess I got it offline now. We have some good ones possibly coming out. I can't say they're confirmed yet, but what was it? Side Hackers? And Satellite Caper, which a lot of people don't have because it wasn't shown too often. And The Creeping Terror, which is one of my favorites. And what's another one? A couple more. Some really good ones. Bloodlust, and then there's another one that was
Wasn't the parachute?
Skydivers, right? Okay. Another one of my favorites.
Yeah, that was
Shorts
our.
on that one are the best ever. The,
Which was the short on that one?
Is that the Benjamin Franklin one?
I believe that's Money Talks and the home economics for the wood shop.
Huh? Oh, the
Wood
Woodshop.
shop.
That's a
Yeah.
good one.
That one's my favorite.
That's a great one, yeah.
We haven't seen Red Zone Cuba. What is the? Is that a pretty good episode?
No, I don't like it. Some people love it. It's not my kind of episode.
Three Stooges Joseph one.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those situations where if the movie is particularly bad, it becomes a fan favorite.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad, huh?
No,
It was
Red Zone
supposed to be
Cuba
terrible.
was horrible.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like the Castle Spoon that I just don't like.
Oh, that was.
I know a guy at my school who is really into Coleman Francis. Aside
Yeah,
from
well,
Mystery
good.
Science Theater, he actually has a Coleman Francis website where he's studied Coleman Francis movies and other stuff that he's done. It's very frightening.
It is frightening.
Yeah.
I love Tormented. Is that a Coleman Francis one?
I don't know. He might have been
No,
involved
that
with
was
it, but he
maybe-
didn't direct it.
There was another one.
You want me to get a picture of you by Crow or Gypsy? Or?
Good on it.
Here, I
Final
get
Sacrifice is one of my favorites.
That is my favorite episode.
That was a great one.
the Roused Hour.
Roused
They
Hour.
thought, oh, this is not good, you know. They had a riot.
Okay.
Roused Hour was Final Sacrifice.
And I liked Space Invaders.
At school, I don't have cable, so my brother has to take along. And that's so I have tapes full
Yeah.
of stuff I'm not sure what it is.
That
What?
was good.
Yeah,
You know,
a
we
lot.
had people call up who had been in that movie, who had
I
been
copy
actually
tapes from
in Wisconsin in that movie. Knew, you know, when they filmed it.
Yeah.
It was a homegrown movie. And we have another Spider one coming up, Horrors of Spider Island.
Yeah.
This is not in season 10.
When we were watching that Spider movie, I just got a autographed ad from Barbara Hale just right.
Oh, Barbara Hale was a
Yeah.
poor woman.
Yeah, that wasn't much of a.
Rolled down the hill and
Yeah.
rolled on. Oh, poor woman. Just, grazed herself. Oh, Bill's on a post over there. He's sticking out of his forehead.
Oh, there's Timmy.
Oh, the funny things you have. Had Goose up there, Goosey-O.
You want to get a picture by Crow? Then I'll get you.
Goosey-O.
What's with the girl with all those hands?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
You probably would. Judy Faye would. Yep.
I don't know if you know this or not, but this is part of the little historical thing by coming here. We want to go, after we're done, we want to go eat at TGIF at like the store. Do you have the address or know where it is?
Is that in Bloomington? Is that, do you know where it was?
I don't know where it is at all.
There's
I know.
Fridays over by the mall and Mary Park.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of, but that's pretty new. I don't know
Is
if
it?
he,
Anyway, talking to that.
oh, someone else might know. I'll have to say I didn't see it.
Yeah, we want to go eat.
There aren't too many around here. I'm trying to think. That was there several years ago. I don't know.
There's one by the Radisson South also.
Yeah, maybe that's, well, he was in North Falls going to school. I'm not sure what the time is, but I'll try to look up first. Could you eat at the restaurant in High School?
Yeah. After the session.
He loves to cook, that's him.
Yeah. Trade you here and I'll go grab it.
Okay, any more questions on props? As I said, some of these will come up on us and we can't throw everything, but some will throw in there. It's kind of fun to look at them.
So you're telling me anytime.
I don't think so. I don't think so. We have some more kind of pockets robots, but I think they're going to be some more. And but they will sell some of the stuff in. Which would be fun.
After it's all said and done, are you gonna keep pumping out any money?
Yes, yeah, hopefully, yeah. For a while, to get bigger sellers and we can get them out. Patrick, it's a sick humor. Okay. All right, we'll go back in the studio and see if we can get the satellite ball, the spaghetti ball.
Yeah, more film there.
Yeah. Oh, that was a she creature. Do not act.
Marlowe's on party.
Yeah.
They kind of look the same.
Just a little bit. Are these the old from D13
No,
designs?
no, these are new, unless they rebuilt them.
They might have.
They might
I'm
have
not
rebuilt
sure.
them, but they're new for the castle.
Another roll film.
Yeah. Oops, it's empty. Here.
Filming.
Yeah.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When you do the songs, you know, when they have up here, are those recorded here or for the CDs, or do you go actually somewhere else to do that?
They do go somewhere else for the theme song. Like that, but it's you know, that they're not technically used, they're used on the CD, but they're not in the recording studio.
Do you have the CDs here to buy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There's some, I'm not sure how many I have.
'Cause
We got a long ride home, so we can use
Yeah.
the CD player.
Are you staying overnight?
Yeah, we this is our third day.
Oh, you came yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we came to Kansas City on Wednesday.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Good. You gonna go to the mall over here?
We're gonna see that Titanic thing made.
This is very cool.
Yeah.
There's Man of Hands of Fate.
Oh, is this where they blew the whistle? Yeah, you're supposed to hear the whistle. Not even like.
Well, I didn't hear it as pointed out.
It was like what, 3 feet off the line. And they blow it every so often. No, they just did it once. And you couldn't hear it.
We're afraid of breaking it.
Yeah.
So they got the whistle.
Yeah. Okay, so the spaghetti ball is up here. Right. It's actually ball hanging on a hook behind it when they do it. Here's another movie prop up here, air, no air. It's really kind of a thing. That's from the movie I think that was cut. From the waffles, Here's some of our old microwave laser prints from the early shows. I think that was
You want the ball?
Yeah, if you can get it.
teenage United States, and then California. This is big off full how it's core and wrap this together.
Is that the same plan that you use like for the thing off now?
People say, is that a golf ball that you're just blow up? And I said, no, it's really big. So amazing. So all the other ways. It's clear. We used to have a ladder sitting right in front of it, so I did get it clearly.
What is it? Tear off a chunk? It's some sort of insulation.
It's insulation foam.
Never seen it?
And you know, when they shoot it, they hang it upside down, and then they flip it electronically so they don't see the strings.
Is this gonna be super
I don't think so. I think they'll probably keep it. But I don't know who's gonna store it.
Where would you put that one, right?
Yeah, where would you put it? It's on this little, thing. I don't know. I don't know if they'll sell. How about you ship something?
You just drive up and get it. I don't know.
Come and get it in a truck.
Yeah.
We might have a few. Come and get it in a truck.
You mentioned the scenes that were cut from the movie. I remember seeing those at the convention in '96, and I thought they were some of the funnier stuff that was cut. Are there any plans or ideas to try and get those released?
It's Universal's property, and they're not going to put out a director's cut when the movie didn't make any money, you know. The things they do. They wanted to make the movie shorter. It's hard to work with them because they didn't understand their show and didn't understand much. So they kept getting cut and cut and cut and cut. And that's why it ended up to be an hour and 17 minutes or something. So they had to take out a couple of big scenes, and they worked real hard on the storm shelter scene, which got cut. In fact, I have a couple little gifts for you. I found a bunch of two little photos from the movie when we were shooting the movie. One is an outtake, and one is Mike in the Box. So I will give those each one of those to you. Okay, take them. Whatever you want. Thought I found something. Yeah, here's where the interns go to open the doors.
That's all they do?
They do a lot. They do the doors. Yeah, they're mostly food people. They're
Like
get the
caterers?
food at Rainbow and bring it over. Get a big tub of hummus for Kevin. That's their job. Load the dishwasher and all those glamorous things. They have a lot of people, a lot of fans say, I want to be an intern, but we generally didn't ever hire fans because they just wouldn't.
They wouldn't work.
No, they would work. It's mostly TV people. TV people. So, okay, we'll go through here and start.
You want a picture by that?
We will destroy inside these guys.
What did you get that?
Uh-huh.
What's your name, Bob?
Get back up there again and get one of those.
I just like that. This is the Forster rocket, and this is the rocket that Mike went up in.
On the little stick, I think.
That was
There's a little chocolate
the
bunny
best part of
that
the show.
head cut off. Oh, wow.
Oh.
This is from
Yeah.
Werewolf when the miniature of Mike coming down the ladder from the SOL. Can anybody identify this? What was this? And nobody seems to know. Oh, we all the visitors to the SOL, you know, and
Yeah,
can't
that was-
remember.
There were a couple different times when Hugh Beaumont was
Hugh
that
Beaumont
might
came.
have
I
been
think
one
I've
of
got
those.
his house in there.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell because people say, oh, I can't remember what that was.
It's like the bottom of the soup.
This is another one we don't know. I think it's for the beatniks. Kevin doesn't know the beatniks. But nobody can remember because we got to call Dick Maynard. These are little things from the movie, how they designed some of the movie sets. And there's the hamster wheel, and these are Mike and Crow's, Crow's and Servo's spaceships.
Oh, and they're fighting.
Yeah.
Joel, this is from Robot Roll Call, but they never used Joel. And we used that one because he wasn't a robot, I guess. And here's Joel's escape pod
Oh.
Well, Mitchell.
from Mitchell. Now, I'll give you a little secret. Because it's a Joe Don Baker movie, Mike tried to escape in the new Joe Don Baker movie. So he's going to try to escape. So that's my secret. This is Joel's escape pod because he came back to the SOL in Soul Taker.
Oh.
So the escape pod brought him back. That was in Soul Taker. And we have other things. This is Crow's Italian sunglasses. Here's an old lab report. They had these in the beginning of the movie.
Oh.
And files.
Now we have cans. Bill's back there somewhere. This is the matter transference device. Crow's art up there. This is Leonardo's
Yes.
spaceship. You know,
Yeah.
it's too delicate. Patrick will better take that home. There's the Amazon mom's van. So Mary Jo and
Yeah.
Patrick were in this van. I thought that was just hilarious. It's in one of our shorts tapes. Not one of our shorts, our whole segment tape. I just love that segment. There's Captain Monica. This is Nummy Muffin Cuckoo Butter.
Oh.
Oh, there's one for you, sweetie.
He's actually a cow.
On the Doc Charlie
A
still.
stupid cow, a mechanical cow that they put fur on.
Can she touch it? She wants to. Bad. She really likes that one. Oh, I gotta get a picture of that.
I think Frank was singing to Nummy Muffin and all that.
Yes.
Look like you get real close and cuddly. Oh. I don't think there was a flash in there. Oh, it's auto swim.
Pretty light in here.
Yeah, I think you're
All right.
It's a little hairy, dude. It's very hairy. It's everywhere.
Hey, Crow, what up?
This is when Counselor had his men's choir.
Yeah.
Bodies. And Jeff Maynard rigged the heads to perform what he did. It was really a feat.
There's the Rat Pack chess set.
This is the old Deep 13. This is how it used to look in the studio. 2-story, and they folded this up. And it was really cool when they lit it all up. It's like a cave. Here's Tibby's bowl. We lost Tibby. You know, Tibby was in here for the longest time. And I said, Patrick, where'd Tibby go? I think we trashed him. I think it would have been a great prop to say. Always a fan favorite on our team. Okay, let's see if Brad's available.
It's awesome. Let's take pictures of everything.
Someone knew her or something got a hold of that and said, send one for Tom Servo. I don't think she was Tom. But I thought it was funny. We just love kids. Oh, it's huge.
Hi.
Oh, a little tour going on here.
Yeah.
Big tour.
These are Barb's friends.
Yeah, friends and relatives. Enter! Steve and Cleve.
You want to trade?
Okay, this the batteries
Go.
is going, so. Is it still going?
Pile in here. Kind of dark in there. I don't know if it is.
How's it been so far?
Good.
Great.
Just have tons of questions for me? That's what I like the most, is questions. Alright, this is the edit suite control room. We have lines running to and from the studio. So everything is recorded in here and record on digital Betacam. And then it gets from there loaded into what we call the Avid Media Composer 8000. It's just a Macintosh-based editing software that we've been using since 8/19. So 8/19. Space Mutiny, I think. No. Anyway, in the past it took me about 2 days to edit the show, to do the video edit of the show. With the Avid, it takes me probably about an hour. Once everything's loaded, you just place everything and you're basically done. In the past, it took me about 8 days to do the audio mixing of the show. We used big 8-track reel-to-reel, stopping and starting. No cutting and splicing, just stopping and starting. And now it takes me probably 4 days to do the audio mix of the show. Still takes a long time, just because the show is still 92 minutes long, an hour and a half, roughly. Show's not very complicated technically, and it's designed that way. From the very beginning when Joel was around, he wanted to keep it low tech and look like you could make the show out of your garage if you wanted. first two shows. I think they did. They had to hurry up and get out of the way before the wrestling show came. Needed to use the studio. The only two complicated things we really do are chroma keys and luma keys. Chroma key is the doorway sequence when you see the camera push in for movie sign. The doorway sequence is all created. We just put a camera on a little cart with a long stick on it and just pushed it through the doors. The doors were probably 5 feet. I don't know if you go away on the other side of the building. There are some doors hanging on the wall back to the sides. And then the luminance key is what we do for the movie. And that's just where the camera sees a color. In the chroma key, it sees the color white, or not color white, however you want to look at it, and replaces it with whatever you put behind it. So it's really not that complicated, and it's been a struggle recently since we've got the Avid, which can do, incredibly complicated things, not to use it to make the show complicated, if that makes sense. You kind of have to use the Avid and make it dumb. But does anybody have any questions, technically, or?
To do the basic theater silhouette thing, is it really expensive to buy a device that you can just plug in a movie and then plug in the video camera you want to record the seats with? And what would you want to get if you just want to do something?
Boy, you could probably do it. A lot of it depends on the lighting. I think you have to have a pretty even light to get a decent key. We have a box. This box over here is what actually does the luminance key, and it costs probably $12,000.
Really?
Like that, yeah.
There was something that somebody told me about. Just do the basic combination so you can do the chroma key or luma key cutout. Some device for $600 that mixed two together. And would something like that work really?
It could, yeah. I'm not really sure. I'm kind of used to using this stuff. I don't know. It's just amazing what computers can do these days. I'm sure it's computer related, I would imagine.
What you use to show the movies, is that the same thing that a television studio would use to show movies over the air?
Yeah. It's the same format. Typically, there's so many different formats. We use Betacam SP for our movies, and I think they end up being broadcast from 1-inch tape, if I'm not mistaken.
So do you take the film and show it on a screen and then it goes, or do you use the film at all?
No, we don't use the film at all. We get it. I think the Sci-Fi Channel contracts out to get a copy of the film transferred to videotape if there's not one that exists, and then we just use the videotape. And when they're sitting out there, they're basically watching a TV monitor and making their comments. And I send them what's called time code, which is numerical assignment for each frame in the film, and their jokes correspond to the time code. And when they're writing, like they are today, they're just sitting in the room, and somebody's back at the computer typing in the time code in the comments that the writers are throwing out. And it's amazing. It's just the process, and then they go from there, which could have I don't know 1,000 jokes or something, and they whittle that down and place them in to about 700 or so per show, depending on the movie. And if it's a real talking movie, their comments aren't that many. They don't have that many comments, or as many. So they have to kind of place them around the dialogue, because you need to understand the movie to understand the jokes most of the time.
How long have you been with the Mystery Science Theater?
I started at the beginning of season 4. Episode 401 was my first show I worked on. Space Travelers or Maroon or Space Hunter.
I saw that one in the theater too.
It
was called Marooned.
Yeah.
Every one of them,
Yeah.
Everything copacetic? Thanks, Servo. That was really great. Ah, you betcha, Crow. Stop in any time. Sure.
A kissing booth? What for?
Well, I got to come up with some capital so I can open my chain of kissing booths.
Oh, well, what kind of kisses do you have?
Well, let's see. I've got a full-in-the-mouth Leonid Brezhnev kiss. That's kind of nice.
No.
We have an unwelcome, opportunistic Christmas party kiss. That's popular. How about the cigarette kiss from a woman named Vi? It's one of my favorites.
No, I was thinking of kind of a dry, perfunctory grandma kiss.
Well, okay, but no tongue.
Ew.
No, I mean, I don't have a tongue, so don't be disappointed, okay?
Oh, well, that's a good thing.
Come on over here, honey. There you go. That'll be $49.95, cash or major credit card.
We'll be right back. I don't mean to complain. That was dry and perfunctory,
Yeah?
but it seemed more ant-like than grandma-like.
Really?
This sci-fi program is brought to you by Volkswagen. On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
Done. It's green.
The all-new Volkswagen Golf. It's smarter looking, at least.
Whoa.
Unfortunately, no one can be told what the Matrix is. You have to see it for yourself.
Rated R. Starts Wednesday, March 31st.
Mom, the dog. It's just lying on the bun.
That dog needs a new trick.
Beat the cold bun blues with Pillsbury Crescent Dogs. Just wrap them and bake them.
Aren't these dogs fun?
Good dog.
Looks like one vacation is just more fun. We guarantee it. Carnival, the most popular cruise line in the world.
Most nights, dinner around here is last minute. That's just the way it is. Which gets us to minute rice. All right, how perfect is this? Minute rice, cream of chicken soup, chicken breast. It's great. Everybody thinks I'm a genius. How about putting real cheese and real broccoli into minute rice? Want more last-minute ideas? Call Minute Rice. They'll give you an idea right now, right over the phone. So, get your Minute Rice and get really good at this last-minute stuff.
Breast cancer is something that's not carried in our family.
It doesn't run in our family?
No, there's no breast cancer in my family.
No one in my family.
Breast cancer is caused by a gene.
And we don't have it.
Well, I've lived this long without breast cancer. I'm sure my chances of getting it are small.
I feel that my chances are less at my age. I'm pretty sure my chances of getting it are small.
I've lived this long without breast cancer.
Many women at risk for breast cancer don't know it. But by calling for this free video, you'll learn about a set of questions your doctor has that can actually predict your chances of getting breast cancer.
Why would I want to know if I'm at risk if there's nothing I can do?
Well, if they're at risk when there's nothing you can do about it.
There is something you can do. Today, your doctor has ways that may help reduce your chances of getting breast cancer if you find you're at high risk. So call for this video. It's free and it's priceless. Because high risk or not, every woman owes it to herself to find out. There is something you can do.
Upgrade initiating. This is Sci-Fi Prime, colonizing Friday nights on Sci-Fi with 4 new original series, featuring Farscape, in a universe beyond our own, in the middle of an alien war zone, inside a living starship, in strange company. Astronaut John Crichton is having a really bad day. Plus, First Wave, Sliders, and Poltergeist The Legacy. 4 new reasons to leave reality behind. Farscape, Friday nights at 8 Eastern, only on Sci-Fi.
Tom?
Later. Practicing. Like it. Come on, give someone else a crack at those lips.
Ah.
Whoa.
May I help you?
Nope, got it all under control, thanks.
Okay, well, let me know if you need anything. Now, Tom, hey, wait a
Whoa.
minute. What are you doing here?
Yeah. Well, I'm installing 3 handsets, local switching bay for 6 lines, all called PA, and full duplex conferencing.
Oh, great. I'm guessing a woman in a castle sent you up here?
Yep. Woman, albino, and hairy fella.
Sure.
Mike Nelson, call in line 2. Mike Nelson.
Right here? Okay. Hello?
Nelson, good, you're there.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Pearl?
No, it's what you can do for me. See, I'm setting up an all-station phone conference for now. Can you make it good? I want to get you up to speed on our new state-of-the-art phone system, which will make taking over the world easier through more efficient officing.
Okay, office away.
Hang on, I'll get the others on the line.
Oh. Yellow.
Pearl, please hold for a conference call.
All right. Would you? Talk to me.
Mr. Pearl, please stay on the line for a conference call.